Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sportsdom coming back with another video. And this is my Buffalo Sabres at Montreal Canadiens game for round 2 post-game recap. The Buffalo Sabres even the series at 2 games apiece with a 3-2 win over the Montreal Canadiens. They went up 2-0. They counted it as a goal because Dobish stopped the puck in his glove, but his glove was way over the line, and you can clearly see, so they called it a goal. Montreal challenged the goal, and then they took it away, said goaltender interference. So they tried to fuck the Sabres, but it didn't work. Now, if we win Thursday on home ice, we can retake command of this series, and we can go up 3-2. The Buffalo Sabres scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third for 3 goals. The Montreal Canadiens scored 2 in the first for 2 goals. Goals. Buffalo 3, Montreal 2. Shots. Sabres 22, Canadiens 30. Block shots. Buffalo Sabres 27, Montreal Canadiens 6. Hits. Buffalo 23, Montreal 26. Face-offs. The Sabres crushed them 32, the Canadiens 29. Power play. The Buffalo Sabres were 2 for 4, the Montreal Canadiens 1 for 7. Penalty minutes. Buffalo 16, Montreal 10. Scoring. In the first period, at 6:32, it was Buffalo's Matthias Samuelsson, his third of the playoffs, assisted by Josh Norris, his first, and Josh Doan, his sixth, and it's 1-0 Buffalo. And then at 10:08, it was Montreal's Alex Newhook, his sixth of the playoffs, assisted by Evans, his fifth, and Demidov, his fourth, and it's 1-1. And then at 19:47, it was Montreal's Cole Caulfield, his third of the playoffs on the power play, assisted by Yuri Slavkovsky, his second, and Hudson, his eighth. And after 1, it's 2-1 Trial. And then in the second period, at 7 minutes, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his fourth of the postseason, on the power play, assisted by Rasmus Dahlin, his fifth, and it's 2-2 after 2. And then in the third period at 4:41, it was Zach the Rat. It was Buffalo Zach Benson, his fourth of the postseason, on the power play, assisted by Josh Doan, his second of the game, his seventh of the playoffs, and Tage Thompson, his seventh of the playoffs, and it's 3-2 Buffalo Sabres win and even this series up at 2, coming home tied at 2 apiece to keep the momentum and take a 3-2 series lead on Thursday. Penalties. In the first period, at 11:28, it was Montreal's Alexander Carrier, 2 minutes for tripping. At 12:06, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, 2 minutes for interference. At 14:57, it was Buffalo's Jason Zucker, 2 minutes for roughing. At 17:25, it was Buffalo's Peyton Krebs, 2 minutes for roughing. At 17:25, it was Montreal's Zachary Bolduc, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 19:19, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, 2 minutes for cross-checking. In the second period, at 2:23, it was Buffalo's Bowen Byram, 2 minutes for high sticking. In the second period, at 5:56, it was Montreal's Alexander Carrier, 4-minute double minor for high sticking. At 11:21, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, 2 minutes for interference. And at 18:31, it was Buffalo's Bowen Byram, 4 minutes for double minor for high sticking. And in the third period, just one penalty. At 3:47, it was Montreal's Jake Evans, 2 minutes for holding. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, man, he played well. Zach Benson had 1 goal, 1 point. His plus-minus was 1. He had 1 hit, 1 shot, and he played 14 minutes and 21 seconds. Bowen Byram His plus minus was -1. He had 6 penalty minutes, 2 shots, and he played 20 minutes and 42 seconds. Rasmus Dahlin had 1 assist, 1 point. His plus minus was 1. He had 4 penalty minutes, 2 hits, 2 shots, and he played 19 minutes and 29 seconds. Josh Doan had 2 assists, 2 points. His plus minus was 1, and he played 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Jordan Greenway, his plus minus was -1. He had 2 hits, and he played 9 minutes and 58 seconds. Consta Helenius, he had 1 hit, 3 shots, and he played 12 minutes and 53 seconds. Peyton Krebs, he had 2 penalty minutes, he had 1 hit, and he played 15 minutes and 47 seconds. Beck Malenstein, his plus minus was -1. He had 3 hits, 2 shots, and he played 10 minutes and 52 seconds. Ryan McLeod, his plus minus was -1, and he played 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Josh Norris had 1 assist, 1 point. His plus minus was 1, and he played 12 minutes and 41 seconds. Owen Power, he had 1 hit, and he played 23 minutes and 43 seconds. Jack Quinn, he had 2 hits, 3 shots, and he played 14 minutes and 6 seconds. Matthias Samuelsson had 1 goal, 1 point. He had 6 hits, 2 shots, and he played 23 minutes and 47 seconds. Luke Shen played 7 minutes and 4 seconds. Tage Thompson had 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. He had 2 penalty minutes. He had 2 shots, and he played 19 minutes and 14 seconds. Connor Timmins had 2 had 2 hits, and he played 21 minutes and 38 seconds. Alex Tuck had 1 hit, 4 shots, and he played 21 minutes and 58 seconds. Jason Zucker had 2 penalty minutes. He had 1 hit, 1 shot, and he played 12 minutes and 14 seconds. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen stopped 28 of 30 shots. He had a .933 save percentage, and he played 60 minutes of hockey. So, the Buffalo Sabres get this win, and they tie this series up, and it's going back to Buffalo for Game 5. If Buffalo wins Game 5, they can take control of this series back to Montreal, up 3-2, and they can really take control of this series. So I liked the changes that Lindy Ruff made tonight. They were changes that had to be made, and Buffalo capitalized. It was a tough game. It was a good game. They came out flying early. They took the early lead, and like I said, they needed to get the first goal and shut that crowd up, but then Montreal tied it, and Montreal even took the lead, but Buffalo ended up winning this game in Montreal, so now it's a best of 3. We got to win our home games, and we got to try and steal one more in Montreal, but if it goes 7, we have to win both of our home games, and we can win this thing in 7 games. I want to win it in 6. If we win Game 5, I definitely want to win it in 6. But, Montreal's not going to let that happen. But I think Buffalo will win this series, and I've said that when it started. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos and Shorty Shorts, then all you got to do is like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. Oh, My 3 stars tonight. My third star is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. My second star is Tage Thompson, and my first star tonight is Matthias Samuelsson. So guys, comment, like, subscribe. Go Sabres. Coming home with the series tied at 2, and let's go get Game 5 in Buffalo, and let's take this series back to Montreal with us up 3-2 with a 3-2 series lead for Buffalo going back to Montreal. Guys, comment, like, subscribe. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Canadiens. Let's win this series, and let's get ready to go to Carolina to take on the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Final.